A very good evening. You're watching DD News Kohima with me, Sinti Runla. I'll look at our top stories first. 7-day refresher course on IPS Sounds, World Division and Translation begins at Nagaland University. State government reviews job reservation with 5 tribes committee on revision of reservation policy. Both houses of parliament adjourns for the day following protests by opposition parties. And President of Philippines, Ferdinand Marcos, arrives in New Delhi on a 5-day state visit. Now the details. The inaugural session of the 7-day refresher course on IPS Sounds, World Division and Translation was held today at the Ladies Common Room, Nagaland University, Kohima campus. Organized by the Department of Denyathe in collaboration with the State Center of Nagaland Languages under the Directorate of School Education, the program aims to strengthen linguistic and translation skills among language educators and researchers. Delivering the exhortation as Chief Patron, Dr. Kekrilhule Yome, Advisor for School Education and SCERT, addressed the complex realities of language preservation in a multilingual state like Nagaland. Yome stressed that identity and language are crucial for communities without the written script, noting that the Department of School Education is in constant touch with various tribal literature boards. He pointed out that Denyathe is one of the few languages in Nagaland with academic programs up to the doctorate level. He said the department is working to develop tribal language textbooks, but efforts remain in the preliminary stage and face significant challenges, including translation difficulties. While the National Education Policy, NEP, recommends that children be taught in their mother tongue, Yome acknowledged that implementation remains difficult. Commenting the dedication of tribal literature groups, he cautioned against rigidity and called for greater academic collaboration.
NEDA especially has been very fortunate to have till the doctoral program level, but if you look at many of the other, including the so-called advanced or backward tribes, many of our languages need to be developed. The department has been initiating tribal textbooks written in different languages. We are still at a very preliminary stage and we are struggling, and I think it's important. The NEP and researches that children are taught in their mother language.
To review the existing job reservation policy, the 5 tribes committee on revision of reservation policy, consisting of the Angami, Ao, Sumi, Lotha and Rengma tribe, had earlier made 2 court demands to the state government, either to scrap the existing reservation policy or to allocate the unreserved quota to the 5 tribes. However, with the change of guard of the new Chief Secretary, things were kept in abeyance. A meeting with the invitation from the Chief Secretary was convened today with the members at the Chief Secretary's office. Talking to media persons after the meeting, Committee Convener Engineer Tesenlo Seme said that the meeting was held today with the Chief Secretary, where the government informed them that the Cabinet will meet on 6th August to discuss key issues. The outcome of the Cabinet's decision will be communicated to the committee, he said. Stating that the government acknowledged delay due to the change in administration, Seme said that the new Chief Secretary has now reaffirmed the commitment. After the cabinet meeting, the government will provide a comprehensive plan and brief the committee, he added.
The government didn't spell out anything about it. Our demand stands the same. Our core demand is, we are standing by our core demand only. And we'll see the outcome of the cabinet decision. Okay, we'll have a meeting and we'll decide for the course of action. Government has assured us that they will notify the commission within fortnight.
But that fortnight has...
Due to change of guard, they could not execute. Now today, the new Chief Secretary has assured us. We are hoping that they will go accordingly.
Both the houses of the parliament have been adjourned for the day. The Rajya Sabha was adjourned as a mark of respect after paying tributes to senior Jharkhand Mukti Morcha leader and sitting MP Shibu Soren, who passed away in New Delhi this morning, while the proceedings of the Lok Sabha marred following opposition protests over special intensive revision exercise conducted in Bihar. When the Lok Sabha assembled after the first adjournment at 2 p.m., the opposition parties trooped into the well, raising slogans in support of their demand to discuss SIR exercise. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju expressed displeasure over the protests of opposition MPs, saying that it was decided in the Business Advisory Committee meeting to have discussions on National Sports Governance Bill 2025 and the National Anti-Doping Amendment Bill 2015. He termed these bills important for the short sector and athletes. He said this is not appropriate for the opposition to create ruckus in the House and disrupt the proceedings. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Mansukh Mandavia said National Sports Governance Bill 2025 is very important. He said by creating good governance, the sports federation ecosystem will improve and strengthen. He urged the House to consider it for discussion and passing. The presiding officer also termed this bill's important, saying that India is going to bid for the 2036 Olympics. He appealed to the protesting members to go back to their seats and allow the House to function to discuss these bills. President of the Philippines, Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., arrived in New Delhi today on a 5-day state visit to India. He is accompanied by First Lady Luis Araneta Marcos and a high-level delegation including several cabinet ministers, other dignitaries and senior officials, in addition to business representatives. This will be the first visit of President Marcos to India since assuming the office of the President of the Philippines. During the visit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Marcos are scheduled to hold bilateral discussions tomorrow. In a departure statement, the Philippines President described India as a valued friend. Marcos emphasized that shared democratic values, maritime interests and regional peace formed a foundation for deeper, broader and more meaningful bilateral cooperation with India. He said bilateral relations with India have seen a measured and stable development that is both comprehensive in scope and multifaceted in nature. He further added that there is much potential for cooperation with India that will mutually benefit the countries. The President highlighted areas of defense, trade, health, pharmaceuticals, agriculture, tourism and digital connectivity for possible collaboration. And it's time now for a short break. Please stay with us.
10 लाख की लॉटरी मुझे, वाओ!
फर्जी ऑफर्स से सावधान।
RBI कहता है
जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
10 लाख की लॉटरी मुझे, वाओ!
फर्जी ऑफर्स से सावधान।
RBI कहता है
जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. The Supreme Court today expressed displeasure with the leader of the opposition Rahul Gandhi over alleged derogatory comments about the Indian Army in the context of the 2020 Galwan Valley clash with China. During the hearing, the court made oral remarks expressing disapproval of Gandhi's statements. A bench comprising Justices Dipankar Datta and A.G. Masi observed that being the leader of the opposition, he should raise such concerns in Parliament, not on social media. Justice Datta questioned Gandhi's claim that 2,000 square kilometers of Indian territory had been occupied by China. While staying the criminal defamation case filed by a former BRO director, the court issued a notice on Gandhi's plea against the Allahabad High Court's refusal to quash the proceedings. An interim stay was granted for 3 weeks. Earlier, on May 29, the High Court had rejected Rahul Gandhi's plea against the defamation case and the February 2025 summoning order by a Lucknow MP/MLA court.
वक्तव्य दे दिया था और इसको लेकर दर्ज मुकदमे को निरस्त कराने के लिए पहुंचे राहुल गांधी को सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने फिलहाल राहत तो दे दिया है, लेकिन उन्हें खरी खरी सुना भी दी है। राहुल ने एक भाषण में कहा था कि चीनी सैनिक भारतीय सैनिकों को पीट रहे हैं। इस बयान को आधार बनाकर बॉर्डर रोड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के एक पूर्व निदेशक ने लखनऊ में राहुल गांधी के खिलाफ आपराधिक मानहानि का केस दर्ज करवा दिया था। राहुल गांधी अपने बयानों से सरकार की विदेश नीति पर जितनी चोट करने की कोशिश करते हैं, उतने ही अपने बयानों को लेकर घिर भी जाते हैं। राज्यसभा में ऑपरेशन सिंदूर पर बहस के दौरान विदेश मंत्री एस जयशंकर ने कांग्रेस सांसद राहुल गांधी पर तंज कसा और उन्हें चाइना गुरु कहा था। उन्हें याद दिलाया कि कांग्रेस सरकार की चिंदिया के कारण
First ever BIMSTEC Traditional Music Festival will be held at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi this evening. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will inaugurate the event. Artists from India, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Myanmar, Nepal, Sri Lanka and Thailand will perform at a musical evening. Organized by the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, the festival called Saptasur, 7 Nations, 1 Melody, will witness celebration of distinct musical traditions of the 7 BIMSTEC countries. This inaugural edition marks a significant cultural milestone in BIMSTEC cooperation. The genesis of this cultural initiative can be traced to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's affirmation at the BIMSTEC summit in Thailand in April this year of India's commitment to strengthening regional cultural ties through music by hosting the first BIMSTEC Traditional Music Festival in India. National Highway 10 connecting Kalimpong, West Bengal with Sikkim has been closed since last night until August 6th. The closure has affected traffic between Coronation Bridge and Chitret due to heavy rainfall. The police have advised commuters on 3 alternative routes. Heavy vehicles are temporarily restricted. Former Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Shibu Soren, passed away at the age of 81 in New Delhi this morning. The Rajya Sabha MP, Shibu Soren, had been suffering from a kidney ailment and had suffered a stroke a month and a half ago. He had been on life support for the past month at Sir Kangar Ram Hospital in the national capital. President Draupadi Murmu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other dignitaries have expressed grief over the demise of former Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Shibu Soren. In a social media post, President Murmu said that Soren's demise is a big loss in the space of social justice. She highlighted that he championed the cause of tribal identity and formation of the state of Jharkhand. The President noted that his emphasis on the welfare of the people, especially the tribal communities, will always be remembered. Prime Minister Narendra Modi termed the former Jharkhand Chief Minister as a grassroots leader who rose through the ranks of public life with unwavering dedication to the people. Prime Minister Modi said that Mr. Soren was particularly passionate about empowering tribal communities, the poor and downtrodden. Modi expressed his thoughts with Mr. Soren's family and admirers. The Prime Minister also informed that he spoke to Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren and expressed his condolences. And the IMD, Indian Meteorological Department, has forecast heavy to very heavy rainfall at isolated places over Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, including eastern parts of the country. According to IMD, Karnataka, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Lakshadweep, Madhya Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura and southern interior Karnataka can also experience heavy rainfall today. IMD also predicted thunderstorm accompanied with lightning and gusty winds over coastal Andhra Pradesh, Kanchalik, West Bengal, Jammu and Kashmir, Jharkhand, Karnataka and West Madhya Pradesh. And now a look at the weather reports across Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 34 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 31 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. Mokokchung had a maximum temperature of 29 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 33 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Twinsang had a maximum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. Zinabuto had a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius. Phak had a maximum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
And before we close, a quick look at the top stories once more. 7-day refresher course on IPS Sounds, World Division and Translation begins at Nagaland University. State government reviews job reservation with 5 tribes committee on revision of reservation policy. Both houses of parliament adjourns for the day following protests by opposition parties. And President of Philippines, Ferdinand Marcos, arrives in New Delhi on a 5-day state visit. And that's a wrap for tonight. Thank you for watching. Good night.